See if that works. Check, check. I think it works. Yeah. Get the mic set up. Mic set up. Eggnog up. Let's do this. All right. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, I did not have a chance to look over any of the questions, but let's do this anyway. Tyler G. Hello, everyone. What do you think about people who view the Nuja Order as the end of the EU? Well, I mean, you mean they didn't like the EU and then they said, you know what? That's it for me. I mean, sad. They should go further in the series, but you know, there's a lot more that goes on after Nuja Order that's really good. Can't wait to review it. Also, did I hear about the Alan Dean Foster controversy? Yes, I did. I mean, it's sad. They should be paying him royalties. I don't know what's going on with that. Is that every author, though? Why is he the only one complaining? Were there other authors complaining? So it's kind of weird that he's the only one having the issue with that. But I have not looked into this at all. I've heard about it, but I haven't looked into it myself. There was one more book series between Nuja. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Munzonics, I guess. There's one more book series between Nuja Order and Legacy of the Force. Am I right? I think it's called the Dark Nest Trilogy. Yeah, I'll be reviewing that. Let's see. Christian says, thank you. I think I responded to that one. I did respond to that one. Wait, let me make sure you didn't have a question there. No, thanks. Okay. Am I going to review Dark Nest Crisis? Yeah. It's part of the trilogy. I didn't mention the update only because it's one small trilogy. I think I am going to review it all in one, but it's going to be a long review, I guess, if I do it that way. Quinlan Voss, what are you going to do after the chronology? After your chronology, that is Star Wars, I hope to see an episode by episode review of Clone Wars 2003. That would be fun. Clone Wars 2008. That would be awful. Ewoks and droids. I did like overview. I watched all through all these, but it's been a few years, right, since I've done those reviews. So yeah, I guess episode by episode, huh? I think that'd be kind of boring because I think other people have done this, but I'll do it. That sounds like a good thing to start reviewing, right? That means I have to watch Dave Filoni's Clone Wars again, but I'm not against that because I can say whether it's a good episode or a bad episode. Maybe. I was going to do a lot of top 10s, top 5s, maybe deep dives into the reviews now. I don't know, a little bit of everything. Marvelite, will you rank the EU books when you're done? Oh, yeah, when I'm done with Max Expanded Universe. Absolutely. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I've been giving you number 1s, number 3s, number 4s, and top worst and stuff. I think I stopped doing that, but I'll put it all together in one later on. That'd be a fun video. Ian says, just finished Children of the Jedi. It was a tough read, but I was intrigued by the thought of Callistia was an interesting character. I did too. If she didn't fall in love with Luke, do you think people would have hated her so much? You know what? That's a good point, Ian. If she didn't fall in love with Luke, and if she and Luke weren't a thing, yeah, probably people would like her better. But people just hated that it was anyone but Mara Jade. What are your thoughts on Gariel Captason and Luke's love interest? Like you liked her as a Luke love interest? Yeah, I liked her too. Sad story through Bantam era, right? One of the few characters that came back from some other author series into another one, and spoiler alert, this thing's like 30 years old now. Spoiler alert, didn't make it. What book in the EU would you recommend to a fan of the 2008 Clone Wars series? None of the above. Hold on. There's one. I don't think it's based off the 2000. Someone can help me out. Is it No Escape or is it Wild Space? I don't think it's Wild Space. I think it's No Escape or No Prisoners. No Prisoners. It's the one written by Karen Traviss, oddly enough, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. I enjoyed that one. The only Karen Traviss book I ever enjoyed. I'll go back over here and probably someone said it by now. But okay, let's see. Still going with Ian's questions. Do you think the Sun Crusher was an overpowered weapon? I mean, yeah, you hear that a lot, but every weapon, there's so many overpowered weapons, but they never could destroy the Sun Crusher. Yeah, and my question was, I mean, yeah, Luke threw it into the middle of the sun, right? So no one could get to it. It's never going to die in there. In fact, in New Jedi Order, they even thought about bringing the Sun Crusher out, but it was too powerful a beating. I was thinking, well, why can't they? And they may have explained this in the Jedi Academy trilogy. It's been a while. Why couldn't they just dismantle it? If anyone remembers, Stig, I think you're there. You've read it recently and you've loved it. Could they not dismantle the Sun Crusher? I can't remember why they wouldn't do that. I mean, yeah, someone could put the pieces back together, I guess, but you just scatter the pieces everywhere. I don't know. I can't remember. I remember he threw it in the middle of the sun. Yeah, but I mean, every weapon has got to be super and more dangerous than the last, right? That's just what we see a lot in Star Wars. So I didn't have a problem with that, but a lot of people did. Have you ever read books by Isaac Asimov? No, I want to. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? That's the one I'd like to read. I can read a good book in a few days. How long do you think it would take me to finish the New Jedi Order? If you can read a good book in a few days, you'll have this done in a week. I'm kidding. Probably a couple of weeks. There's a couple of books there. If you can read one book in a couple of days, you're looking at a good month's worth of reading, but it's all going to be fun. New Jedi Order it flows, man. It's great. What can you tell us about the next Billboard fundraiser? We're not going to have it as a billboard because 6.5 months, and sitting in front of Lucasfilm's backyard was pretty good. Or other EU movement push. You just reminded me I have an email to respond to. We're looking at a few things. I can't say anything right now because nothing is for sure, but we are getting things ready for another push in a different direction, which I think is really good and may work. Is that this thing making that noise? Because it just stopped when I picked this up. Anyway, what are your thoughts on people who think the Bantam Air is nearly complete garbage? I think it's really good. They only say that because Del Rey kind of upped the game, and it's a lot. Del Rey wrote it for they knew their fans were growing up, so they wrote more darker stuff. And a lot of times, Bantam wasn't allowed the dark stuff. They couldn't write dark stuff at first, and they got better as time went on. But I love the Bantam era, absolutely love it. Compared to the New Jedi Order and Legacy of the Force stuff, no, it's probably not as epic, but it's still great. Those are still great adventures, so I love them too, Ian. I'm a big fan of the Bantam era, really am. Okay, Daniel says, what's your favorite card game? Daniel, I'm doing my top whatever ranking games, and I don't know. I should have looked at that question. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, boy. I don't know. I'm trying to look at my shelf here. That's a great question. Keep watching my board game rankings in my collection and see. I don't have that many card games, just regular card games. I don't see that many at all. In fact, I keep looking at one and thinking, is there anything else? I mean, I see Challenge of the Super Friends. I love that game. That's a fun little game. So maybe that one. I don't remember if I have another one in here because I just can't think off the top of my head. I should have looked at these questions earlier. I apologize for that, Daniel, but maybe that one. I'm not big into card games though, Daniel. Quinlan Voss. Did I not just answer one of your questions? Am I going backwards here? What's going on here? Oh, no, you have another one. Okay. Oh, you have several here. Okay. Favorite go-to emergency meal, chain, restaurant, fast food place. Does Firehouse count? If it doesn't have a drive-thru, I guess it's not fast food, but I like Firehouse subs. Never say no to a Taco Bell. Maybe Taco Bell. Arby's. Love Arby's. Favorite pizza place. This is weak. But Sam's Club pizza, I think it's just fantastic. It's fantastic. It's got a lot of dough, but it doesn't taste doughy. It's just really good. Soft, lots of toppings, lots of flavor, I think. Do you think we'll ever get... Oh, no. Would you... this is still Quinlan Voss. Would you have played a Kip Duran video game similar to Dark Forces? Well, sure, it's Kip Duran. Do you think we'll ever get Marvel 109 or beyond? Well, according to Marvel, no. But they would love to do more Legends. Do you think Anya Solo is through Jason and Tenaka's daughter, okay, from Legacy, Alana, or another kind? I agree, Alana. I agree. She's from that Jason and Tenokaz lineage. I think so. Anya Solo. Let's see. Favorite clone trooper from the Clone Wars who wasn't a captain or command. I have no idea. I didn't really like that many clone troopers, but probably someone in my favorite one was MedStar Duology. That was my favorite Clone Wars novel. So pick one from there, and I probably liked him the best. Favorite member of the Jedi Council other than Yoda, Mace Windu, Anakin, or Obi-Wan? Of the Jedi, I'm guessing you mean of the prequel Jedi Council. I mean, someone off the cuff. I don't know. I liked oh jeez, I really should look this up. The guy with the long head, cone head. He was really interesting in the Star Wars comic book. Kind of liked him. Kit Fisto was okay, but they didn't do that much with him. He looked cool. Yaddle. Yeah, Yaddle's death. But they did even less with Yaddle. Except kill her off. I thought Mara Jade was really good. Mother, selfless, loving wife to Luke after reading New Jedi Order, Dark. I'm guessing that's Darkness and Legacy of the Force. Did you see then that she was a good match for Luke, or do you still wish it was Callistia? You despise Callistia, and that's all right, Quinlan Voss. That's the majority of Star Wars fans hated Callistia. I can't get mad at you on that. I'm in the minority with Callistia Luke. I love Callistia Luke, though. Let me fix this. Sorry. Oh, no. Almost fell off there. Sorry, this thing is... there we go. I got to check this camera. Hold on. Yeah, it looks fine. All right. Callistia, I like Callistia still. You know, who's to say Callistia wouldn't have made a good mom or anything? But, I mean, yeah, Mara Jade was fine. I didn't hate Mara Jade, okay? I didn't hate Mara Jade Skywalker. That's fine. You know, I'm fine with that. But I was hoping they would buck that trend because you thought it was going this way, and they went with Callistia. I just loved Callistia. But, I mean, Mara Jade's fine. What do I think of Ben Skywalker, Vestara, Kai? Yeah, I think that would have... Yeah, it would have made a good couple. But someone said he thinks it was Ben Skywalker and that red-headed girl who was in the Galactic Alliance. I can't remember her name right now. In Fate of the Jedi series. I can't remember her name. And I thought that's interesting because he's attracted to redheads, as all Skywalkers are. And maybe, you know, that's how we get redheaded, you know, keep the redheads in the Skywalker lineage there. Red and blonde. What a combo there, right? Did you ever think about putting your comic issues in sleeves on your shelves? No, they're in sleeves. They're just in boxes. I would need a ton. I would need an entire book. Oh gosh. Yeah. I need an entire new bookcase, a big bookcase to put them all up. Cause I think they're in 4 boxes. So that's at least 4 of those 5 shelves there. So no, I have them all bagged up. I really regret not getting that Dark Horse blowout sale years ago. I kicked myself. I didn't get it. I told everyone to get it on my podcast, and Bruce got it. And I said, well, I don't need it because I got all the actual copies. But it's so much easier just pull it up on an app. So much easier when it comes to comic books. Do you know about Leapfrog DJ Games? No. Nothing. Sorry. Don't know about that. Sorry about that. Nope. Don't know. Josh Farr. Josh has 2 questions. What do you think about the original story from Return of the Jedi from Gary Kuntz proposed? The one with Han dying in a raid on an Imperial base, Leia becoming queen, and the remaining people of Alderaan, Luke walking off into the sunset and look for her sister, which wasn't Leia in this vision. And I believe there wasn't going to be a Death Star 2. Instead, there was going to be a planet Had Abaddon. Yeah. Would you have preferred that version? Well, I mean, remember, Gary Kuntz was so excited about Empire Strikes Back. He wanted Return of the Jedi to be just as dark, but Lucas wouldn't allow it because he wanted a happy ending. Plus, he wanted Ewoks, which I think everyone was against at first, but he wanted to sell space teddy bears. He wanted to make money so he could build Skywalker Ranch. This is true. You can check this out in one of the Sequart behind the scenes novels. I think it's the first one. And it kind of talks about, eggnog. He talks about how Lucasfilm was just, I mean, George Lucas was just focused on trying to make as much money as he could to build up Skywalker Ranch. That's why the Ewok movies got made on the cheap in his backyard. He inspected them because he wanted to churn out those Ewok movies to make more money and sell Ewok stuff to people like me, and it worked. So they didn't go for the dark one. I remember there's another one that that Mark Hamill said that he saw, or script he saw, or something that they came up with was Luke kills Han and goes to the dark side, but then gets later killed by Leia. And George I don't know if this was written or George just shot it down. He just looked at him and said, no. All right. So what do you think about Terminator 3, specifically the ending? I kind of feel that it ruins the main theme of Terminator 2. The future is not set. Well, I mean, look at every Terminator after Terminator 2. I mean, come on. I mean, they got to make the sequel, right? To be honest, 3 is not bad. 3 is not bad. You need to go back and look at 3. 3 is not bad. Is it anywhere close to 2 or 1? No. It doesn't beat any of those. Does it beat Salvation? I like Salvation. I need to watch those again. Salvation I enjoyed because they stopped the stupid time travel. I was like, yes, because they were just showing the battle. And I was like, that would be a better direction for Terminator to go, because all this going back in time and killing John Connor as he just gets older and older and older is stupid. And, they had to do that because they had to move the series along. But Terminator 3 was all right. It just didn't capture that magic that James Cameron had. And even the first one's excellent, an excellent movie too. In fact, the first one, in my opinion, is a close second behind Terminator 2. I really like the first one. If you haven't seen the first one in a while, go back and watch it. It's fantastic. I like the TV series too. I really did. I wish they would have finished it off. That was when Salvation was coming out, and I was still excited about where Terminator was going, Anyway, Siberian Dream. What do you think about the fact that MSN months ago was praising China for their COVID-19 response, and now going into China mishandled it as well, as since Trump looks to be on his way out? Dude, it's the news. They're going to put a slant on everything, I heard that, what's his name? Project Veritas guy, James O'Keefe. It's great. He had gotten the dial-in for the morning meetings for CNN. He'd been recording them for 2 months just to show you how biased they are. Duh. We already knew that. Who's to say that he doesn't listen to Fox morning calls and hear their bias too? I mean, it's fine. Just go ahead and say it. But yeah, the news controls what they want you to learn and what perspective. When you're watching the news, even if it's investigative journalism, you are watching from a forced perspective. Someone is watching from you. They want you to see things from their viewpoint and agree with them. Just keep that in mind. So watch the news all you want, then do your own independent study. Who would I support? Obviously, Waru 2024. I hear Waru is going to make his announcement, his run for 2024 during Biden's inauguration. That's what I hear. All right, Waru all the way. Michael, have you subscribed or have an account to the Old Republic? No, I don't. I don't have time for video. I don't make time, I should say, for video games. What do you think about the Mandalorian special? Don't watch the Mandalorians. What do you think of the live stream interview I didn't watch that. Sorry. Have you subscribed to BioGear Store website? No. Mass Effect. Tell you something about Mass Effect 3, the digital expansion. Sorry, don't know. There's a Mass Effect 3. What sort of Mass Effect franchise merchandise production do you have right now? None. What sort of what films to TV production coming out for HBO Max streaming service? I haven't kept up with HBO Max. I have no idea. No idea what they're doing over there. We're watching the new Saved by the Bell on the Peacock. Don't watch it and laugh. Laugh for the wrong reasons. They're funny, but not in the way they want to be. My wife we're watching it, but she doesn't think she likes this. They hate them some white people on the new Saved by the Bell. I think it's funny, but because it's obviously slanted in one different way. But anyway, who is your favorite female pop singer? What is your favorite pop music? I don't know. Pop. We were listening to Meghan Trainor Christmas tonight while we were driving around town. My wife likes Meghan Trainor. She's fine, I guess. Any more words or additional thoughts on Beat Saber or Indiegogo funded? No, I don't know anything about the Kyber Light Lightsaber collection. Sorry, didn't know much about those. Okay, Darth Prime, what do you think about people saying Starkiller is overpowered, even though he couldn't defeat Sidious in The Force Unleashed? I mean, yeah, he is a real powerful character. I had a problem with that at first, and then I read the novel and realized this is based off a video game where you have the ultimate power. And you can't walk around being a young emperor. You know, they couldn't do that for a young emperor game or young Darth. I mean, rampaging Anakin Skywalker. So they had to create someone who was just super powered and, you know, you could do a lot of cool stuff with in the video game. So I think he's a video game character. If you were to kill off 5 Star Wars characters, which one would you pick? I wish I'd seen that question earlier. Let me skip that and go to the next one. Do you think it'd be better if Jaina tried to turn Jason back to the light side instead of killing him? Well, at that point, he was beyond. They had to have a fight to the death. And you knew that was going to happen. You knew that was going to happen as you edge into Legacy of the Force. So 5 characters I would kill to pick off to kill. I have no idea. I don't really wish anyone would die. So I don't think, and they killed off a lot of characters already in New Jedi Order, but the characters I like, I wouldn't want to die. The characters, I don't know, man. I can't pick that one because I just don't know. I just don't know that one. I would, I'd be okay with anyone dying in the books, but if it was for a good reason, but I couldn't pick some on my own. All right. So here we go. Everyone, hello. What's your favorite bounty hunter? We Central asked that. My favorite bounty. Here, let me show these. I'll show these. Boom. My favorite bounty hunter as a kid, I'll tell you this. As an adult, obviously Boba Fett is super cool. Probably the coolest bounty hunter. But as a kid, I love Forlom. If you remember him, he was the droid. And I didn't know his backstory. He didn't have a backstory back then. He just had the Kenner figure. And I played with him like he was the best of the best. Like my brother had Boba Fett. I didn't care about Boba Fett. I had Forlom, and he was way more dangerous, in my opinion, than Boba Fett growing up. And I remember someone else telling me that they were a big fan of IG-88 because they thought an assassin droid was really cool. And then someone else told me, my buddy Dwayne, says that Bosk was always his favorite because he was like a reptile. He's like, oh man, this guy is looking nasty. And I can see that. I don't think we ever had Bosk, but he would have been a nasty villain for me. Hello there. No. Wrong. Not interested at all. I heard one episode leaked. They're hoping to get it made, I guess. When something leaks these days, they're really hoping to get some fans behind it so they can get it out there. But to be honest, I don't like detours. I remember seeing there was a short clip, I think, of what it was going to be a long time ago. And I was like, nope, I don't want stuff like that. Hey, get rid of it. There you go. All right. So, come on, dude. There you go. Hey, Daniel, I answered your question earlier. I hope you were here for that. Favorite card game? I wasn't sure. That's a good question, though. Would I ever do? That would be fun. You know what? My buddy Benjamin, that's another thing I guess I could do. Just do a commentary track on all the movies, the 6 movies, the 2 Ewok movies. Maybe after I do the TV series, maybe I'll do commentary. But commentary on the Ewok movies would be great. Great. That'd be a lot of fun. Maybe. After you finish the EU series. That I like that idea too. Maybe I'll tell you this. One of the best things, I think I mentioned this on my New Hope review, I may not have. The one thing that I absolutely loved from New Hope audio drama was a joke they put in there that was hilarious. Han is about to leave. You know, he's got his reward for saving the princess. He's about to leave Yavin, and General Dodonna goes, Captain Solo, he said, I wish you'd stay and help us out here. The Rebel Alliance could always need a good pilot. And he goes, he said, sorry, General. And he says some kind of line, some kind of smart aleck line, but I got to get out of here. This is going to be flatter than a Tiberian biscuit or whatever. And he goes, I don't quite follow you, Mr. Captain Solo. And then Han replies, you'd be a lot safer if you did. Meaning follow me out, and we're getting out of here before you guys get killed. I loved it. It's great. That was my favorite one. But the audio dramas, if I remember, I listened to all three of the original ones. They were good. If you do top fives, we would cover. Oh, Stig, I've been watching your top fives. They're absolutely great. Is he streaming on Twitch as well? I may have missed something on that. I'm not streaming. Yeah, No Prisoners. That's what it was called. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed that one. Celeste Morn from the Vector crossover series. May I can see that. I never thought of her as overpowered, but yeah, you could say that. Do you remember the SG-1 episode where SG-1 had to save the Earth from an asteroid? SG-1, man, love it. Jenny Brooks can easily be dismissed. No, I meant the Sun Crusher. Could the Sun Crusher be? Oh, is it iRobot? He didn't say. Who wrote Android's Dream of Electric Sheep? Who wrote that then? No, iRobot is off of that, isn't it? It isn't based off that movie? I don't know. What art inspiration crossover do you think there was between art inspiration? I don't know. You got me on that one, man. I do not know. I answered that one. No. Oh, look. I got a little sticker. Thank you, Miss Martin Muses. How are you? Arby's is so awesome. Well, I'm behind. Kiadi Mundi. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Kiadi Mundi was a fun character. Yeah, I didn't read the question, so I had to think off the top of my head, and I've had way too much going on. That's why I have to do a hard stop in about 30 minutes because I got other stuff I got to do. I've got to do a lot of stuff, but I wanted to do this. Get the fun stuff out of the way first, right? I'm missing this. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? See, I should be watching this. You're so mean. Yeah, but she was frozen. Not in her new body. Oh, there's a smart man. Yeah, and Quality, who was the name of that girl? The redheaded girl who was in the Galactic Alliance? Because someone said that was who they were kind of pointing to. And I never saw that when reading it. So I have to look it back over again. Well, Raven, you have a spoiler there. I'm not going to reveal that question, but we'll go into Legacy. I'm reviewing Legacy of the Force next. There's an article where they claim George said there was no Old Republic era just because George supposedly said that there was. Okay, well, here's the thing. For what was it? For 1,000 generations, which is 10,000 years. He said it in The New Hope. Mm. Yeah, there's a lot of changes on Return of the Jedi. Ooh, hot take. T2 is overrated. Ouch. Ouch. That's one that smarts. See, he secretly wanted to be with Clistia. What's up, Michael? Hey. Dude, I would totally do that. Dinogenics. The game looks good. Game looks good. Here we go. Hello, Matt. Hello, David. Wow, nice picture, David. You take better pictures than I do. Just an intro. Oh, right on. Right on. That's awesome. Awesome. How do I feel about certain segments of the young, new, casual fans reevaluating Donnie being the best Disney guy? He doesn't hold a candle. I mean, there's a lot of people who love Dave Filoni. I mean, I guess that's fine. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. The guy doesn't know the EU. I'll tell you that. That's a fact. But, you know, it's just, I don't know. But some people like him. Some people like it. People love the Clone Wars, and they loved, they like his Mandalorian, and they love Ahsoka, who I think is so stupid. Oh my gosh. Hey, Daniel, watch my, I'm going to answer all those questions as I rank my top games. If you'd asked me any other time, I would have answered this. But since I'm ranking on my games right now on my channel, I can't. You got to wait for that now. But, you know, it has been fun ranking those games. And I'm still not done doing videos. I only got a few done. What do you think of the Terminator Genesis Skynet cheated hard reboot? What? Don't know. These are questions I should have looked over while answering other questions, right? Who do I think wins the full-blown war? Replicators or Xenomorphs? Replicators. Stig. That is the correct answer. Maybe not in that order. I'd kill Ahsoka. I would kill Ahsoka. She is EU. I would definitely kill her. I would definitely kill her. If I said to someone else, I think that anger a few people, but I didn't like Ferris Olin either. Now that I'm thinking about it. But Ahsoka would be number one on that list for sure. That's great. That is hilarious. Hilarious. Favorite book? I mean, Kevin J. Anderson said it was Lightsabers, and that was a good one. Heir to the Force was really good. The first one that came out. That is a hard question. I don't know. I'm going to go with, gosh, that's a hard question. I guess I'll go with Lightsabers for right now. No, the first one. I'm going to go with Heirs of the Force. Really like that one. Mexican Trains? No, I have not. Shut your tongue. Those movies are classics. They're awesome. When he screams, "Fine, the ex-child." I still don't know what he was saying. Fine, the ex-child. It's great stuff. I even have Torax. He looks so scary, though. That was Lurch from the Addams Family, if you don't know, Michael. From the 90s movies. He played, I got to meet him, Carl, can't read his last name there. But he was in the last movie he was in was just recently, Mr. Sleep, Dr. Sleep. And he told me that during filming, George was there every day saying hello, giving a few pointers, and then, walking back into Skywalker Ranch. But he saw him every day on the set. Hey, Sam, it's going well. Well, Q, right? Q would probably win that one. I'd agree with that. Do you need an on-call scrawny EU fan to sub for Ryan on? Thanks. Yeah, more civilized age. Ryan is going to be on there, and Lethal Lightning came in last minute. Brian had something. I'm trying to get Chris back. Chris doesn't do many. He's not on YouTube that much now. He's been real busy ever since the birth of his twins, and work's picked up for him and everything. So he's just been super busy. I keep trying to get him back, but we just can't find a good night to hook up. And then Brian had work. Really, he's been slammed at work too. His work has grown a lot. So it was just going to be me and Ryan. Then we got Lethal last minute, which was a lot of fun. And I told everyone Scoundrels Cantina was going to come back, but they were also. It was just a busy time for everyone this go round. And I mean it's the holidays. I get it. But I've got tons of topics that we're going to cover later on. I can't wait. Just topics I've never thought about. And someone asked me in Matt chat, and I was like, I answered it. Then I thought that'd be a great discussion for a more civilized age. So it's gonna be some good ones coming out. Besides Republic, what is the one with where Dirge is it Obsession? Obsession. I really liked Obsession. Great question. Turkey. But when we have her family over, so a long time ago, we used to have her family over that morning. No, that was for Thanksgiving. And then my mom's at Thanksgiving night. So Thanksgiving, I would make a ham for her family. I would cook it. And then we go over and eat turkey at my mom's. I'm going to go with turkey there. I like ham, turkey. Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. Okay. So no, I don't want to read Isaac Asimov then. I don't want to read iRobot. I do want to read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. To be honest, I don't know if I mentioned this. Sequart after I finished helping out Sequart with the last book, they offered me another job to write on a Blade Runner compendium. And they wanted me to watch Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. No. They wanted me to watch Blade Runner again and then read the book and compare and contrast. I loved that idea, but at the time, I was writing dinner theater shows and getting paid way more. Way more. I got paid a lot for dinner theater back then. And I was trying to write, we made an agreement to do the contract was one show a season. But as they were moving through all these scripts, the owner did not find many dinner theater scripts they liked. And she knew that I had a built-in following and my scripts were pretty good. And she goes, hey, what do you think about doing an entire season of scripts for us? I went, yes, because they paid good. And I was like, sure. And so she made a request for like one or two. She wanted one where there wasn't a death, but you're just trying to figure something out, like who stole the money or something. I said, that's great. We'll do that. And so I made a Dukes of Hazzard one where Boss Hogg is accusing them of stealing his money. But it could have been one of the three waitresses, including Daisy, who did it, or it could have been Boss Hogg himself to set up the Dukes. So really, anyone is a suspect, and Roscoe's trying to figure out who done it. And I just thought it made for just an entertaining. Well, let me bring this up here. I thought it made for look how tall I am. Stretching. I thought it made for an entertaining one. And then the other one she wanted zombies, but then she went with vampires. And so I did a vampire one, which was really fun. We were going to do it at the theater this year if it hadn't have COVID hadn't hit. And then what was the other one? Oh, I was writing a sequel to a superhero one I'd written that everyone wanted to see. And the other one, it's a four dinner theater season. I think the other one, I cannot remember what the other one was going to be about. There was one other one. Oh, it was going to be a sequel. It was going to be a straight play, a sequel to a sequel that I'd written a long time ago. I was in a show that we all loved. We all talked about, hey, we should bring those card players back. We did, and it was so much fun. And times are coming around where we could see ourselves doing a third one. These happen every 10 years, it seems, but they just are so funny. We have such a great time with them. And so I was going to do a third one of those, I think that's what it was. But then that fell through. But I do regret not doing that for C-Court because that would have been fun. Felicity's hated so much because I like her and she's awesome. I don't know why. I can answer favorite vintage board game, Daniel, because I've already done that one. My favorite vintage one this year was Star Wars Queen's Gambit. Star Wars Queen's Gambit is a phenomenal game. Folks who can't afford it, go get Star Wars Risk. It is Star Wars Queen Gambit Lite. And you'll love it. You'll love Star Wars. Star Wars Risk does not play like Risk, okay? It doesn't play like Risk. I don't know why they gave it the name Star Wars Risk. It has nothing to do with Risk. It's basically them just ripping, well, I mean, it's Hasbro. It's basically them just taking the ideas from Queen's Gambit and then breaking it down on a smaller scale with Return of the Jedi in mind instead of the Phantom Menace. But Star Wars Queen's Gambit, if it didn't cost $500, that's a game that'll never be reprinted, but that was a great game. That was my number one this year. I don't watch The Mandalorian, so I'm sorry I don't know. That's weird. Favorite Super Star Destroyer. The Lashangska, is that what it's called? Maybe from X-Wing Rogue Squadron. Didn't watch any of the new movies, Daniel. Sorry, wasn't a new movie fan. Yeah, Shiha. Yeah, that was her name. Yeah. And people wanted that. I thought they were kind of someone told me they were kind of hinting toward that, and I didn't know. Here it is, prediction. Number one, Yato will make the top 50. Well, you know that because you talked to me. Yato is one of my favorite games of the year. Absolutely love it. Raphael. I always love Raphael. Always love Raph. Yeah. And you know what? That video is gone now. I used to reference that video all the time, and we all used to watch it. And he was acting like, yeah, EU fans, I'm cool, I'm hip, I know things. And someone said, no, that's not right. And he looked really stupid. And after that, he just like, forget the EU fans. But that video's gone now. We can't find it anymore. It was a Q&A or something. And I remember a few years back, Dylan goes, hey, where's that video? I was like, well, it's somewhere in here. And I thought I'd saved it to my favorites. And I do have some deleted videos, but it doesn't tell you what was deleted. And I'm guessing that video's gone now, which is crazy. I should have held it up to my, back in the day, I'd hold up videos to my camera because I didn't know how to work it. But I should have done that back in the day to preserve it. Oh, what made me dislike the idea? Because it was so many hundreds of years in the future, or 100-something years in the future. I was like, who cares? I thought it was gonna be stupid. I was wrong. It's great. It was great. Reading Golden Globe. Awesome. Right on. No, don't get those 3 awful books written by Chris Claremont. They are horrendous. Absolutely awful. I end up throwing them away because I couldn't even resell them back to Books A Million does a buyback. They bought all my paperbacks back. They did not buy those 3 Willow hardbacks. They were in pristine condition. They wouldn't buy those. Those are garbage. And I threw them in the garbage on my way out. I was like, I'm not taking these home. They're just awful. Oh, man, Tanner, missed opportunities. Missed opportunity. Not funny at all. Not funny at all. Sad. Sad that they lost their wittiness, their smart sense of humor. Sad, sad, sad. Yeah, I wish they'd never made the new series. It's just awful. It's awful. And I hate saying that. A few years back, I watched Animaniacs, and I was like, this is a brilliant cartoon. And I even said they should bring it back, and they did. And I was like, yes, and they brought it back. Just total flop. Total flop. No, but I think it's funny. Ahsoka will never die. She'll never die. Shut up. My daycare had the second Ewoks movie on VHS. That is funny that's the one they had. Oh, that would have been sad. That would have been sad. What do you think would happen if New Jedi Order Anakin? Wait, what do you think would happen if the New Jedi Order if Anakin was killed? If he wasn't, maybe you mean? Because he was. I'm a little confused on that one. If he wasn't, I mean, they would have won anyway. Yeah, I mean. Let's see. I was wondering if you think Zahn would have explored Chiss history as he's doing right now if the old EU was going. Is that what he's doing now? I mean, why would he? He already knows what the threat his people are up against. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. It wasn't killed. I don't. I mean, they still would have won. I don't think about those what ifs if he lives. Like I said again, I thought it was a good thing he died. It really propelled the story in so many ways. I don't even need these anymore. I don't even know why I have these on. Woo! Gotta get the long hair flowing. All right, there we go. Get it out of my face before I chop it off. That's Willow. All right. Where can you find more on Instagram? I have no idea, my friend. No idea. Not on Instagram. I agree with that. I think it's garbage. Oh, let's see. Sorry, reading all these. Who are the best or most well-written post-Endor Jedi? Kip Duran? I mean, I'm always going to answer Kip Duran whenever I can, I guess. Oh, she is. She absolutely is quality. I mean, it reads like glorified fan fiction is what it does. It really does. To me, Tanner, to me, it is. It is worth reading. I don't do crossovers like that. That's my buddy Bruce from Prince of the Universe. That's his cup of tea. I hate it. I am hard on new game. It is true. I am not much of Cult of the New. New games get ranked low on purpose because I want to see if they can survive a year. And a lot of times they can. They can move back up. But a lot of times that Cult of the New, it's the newest game. Woo, it's so much fun. Okay, I'm bored of it. And then you drop it. So all my games, a lot of my low game, if a game makes it up, high on my list, like top 20, that's really hard. That's on the first go around because I'm not really cult of the new a lot because I want to make sure to give that time. Now, there are some games that just amaze me. I think I had one last year that broke into my top 10, brand new, and that's because I kept playing it, just kept loving it. That's what happens to a lot of games there. But yeah, it's really hard when you're a new game to get ranked high on my list just because I know eventually you won't be the new game. You won't be the new Christmas toy next year. So you'll have to step aside for someone else coming up. And so many top 100s do that. And that's a mistake because you'll see it the next year. There's one guy showing the ranking from every year. The first year it came out was really high. And every year after that starts going down because it goes away. And I mean, some of mine do that too, but a lot of mine go up. Now, I'm not really talking about what went up, what went down this year. I kind of thought that was a boring statistic. Maybe maybe I should have done it, but I just don't now. I'm just talking about the game and how I love it because I don't want to say this game fell 50 spots. Why? I don't know. It just did. I love the game still, so I didn't want to do that. But yeah, let's see. Just our J trial Thanksgiving. Yeah, it is fun. Tim, what's up? Love them covers, doesn't he? Love them covers. He does. Yeah, well, does Tad Larkin have the video or remember where it is? Because it's a true story, and it used to be on YouTube, and I can't find it anymore. And I don't know. I mean, unless it's just gone. Unless it's just gone. I can't imagine I didn't save that to my favorites, but to me, I don't like him either. But some people, like I said, they really like Rebels. They really like, Clone Wars, and he's their guy. And he's happy to be known as a Star Wars guy. He doesn't want to do anything else but Star Wars because he wants to take over Lucasfilm. Hey, there's tons of Ahsoka love. There's tons of people who love Ahsoka. I am not one of them, but there are tons of people who do. Yeah, Star Wars Risk is fun. Dang, I am behind. If that's where we are right now in the comments. Pelion. Any day. Really? I didn't laugh one bit. They didn't have the witty songs like they did with the states and the countries. And there was just so much that was just, the wittiness was gone from it. And it just wasn't good. For me, it just wasn't. It just lost the magic. Because those original cartoons, rewatch them, they're really good. I am. There you go. You forgot to, I think you meant to say robot there. I'm kidding with you. Hold on. What is this? Do I think they're giant huge chunks of people who want to turn off their brains? Let's see. The 1966 Batmobile. That would be it. Second, maybe the General Lee, because I was a big Dukes of Hazzard fan back in the day. Third, Magna PI's Ferrari. You get where I'm going here? Fourth, maybe the A-Team van. I don't know. Really? Did they? That's awful. I've never heard that before. Oh, it wasn't? Well, it is what it is. Oh man, there's a ton of comic books that have great art. Great art. My hair is not looking good at all. During Republic, I even talked about this. Battle of Jabim looks really good. Obsession looks really good. Oh gosh, there's some moments of Legacy. I like Dark Empire. There he is on my wall. Oh, what is wrong with my brain today? Sorry, folks. It's been a busy day. He doesn't do anymore because he went blind. Can't think of his name. It'll come to me later. Is good. Anything by Dave Dorman is really good. Cam Kennedy. Came up with it by myself. All right. Probably. I don't care. I know everyone's geeking out over it, and that's fine. I just don't care about the new canon. If I'm not reading Star Wars, well, I just finished reading all the way through the Dune series, which is really good. And if Christmas goes well, I'll be rereading the Silo series. I asked for all the paperbacks. Hardbacks are way too expensive for that because they only came out in the UK. But the Silo series is pretty good. I want to reread that. He would just create. There would be F canon, and then everything else would be C canon or what, I don't know. He definitely would. He definitely would be building up his own product though. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of people, Lance, that love Ahsoka. There's a lot of people there's more people that like Ahsoka than hate Ahsoka. Just for me, not a fan. I mean, shoot, come on. Lance, here I am talking about Callistia, someone that no one here loves except for me, I think. See, that was fun. I thought they gave away, and to be honest, Darth Prime, they gave away all their good stuff in their promo, and everything else is just not good. I have not seen that. Oh, Mad Max card. That's a good one too. That is a good one too. I mean, it's going to be Ahsoka. I hate it. I'm sorry, Lance. It's got to be Ahsoka. Yeah, but I'm not excited about it. But yeah, I mean, I'll check it out. What up, Jamie? What up? Jamie, I added a game to my Christmas list. Maybe I'll get it. I added a few games to my Christmas list. I know I won't get them all, but we'll see. Oh, got to check out Brian's channel. Check out Adam's channel. Good stuff. We talked about the Dune books. I reviewed those, but I reviewed them on another platform, non-YouTube. I reviewed them when I read them. Yeah, the Dune books were good. Frank Herbert, overrated. I hate saying that because I love Dune, but he is overrated. Kevin J. Anderson and Brian Herbert blew his books away. They did. My least favorite Kevin J. Anderson, Brian Herbert book was, shockingly enough, the House trilogy. It was written first, and they obviously didn't have an idea of where they were going with the story because the quotes at the beginning could be seen as either misquotes or direct contradictions to later works. It feels like a direct contradiction, but you could say, oh, that was a misquote or that was misinformation about their life. You could say it that way, but a lot of things they had envisioned at first, they changed later on. And it's sad because Kevin J. Anderson wrote those books and contradicted himself. You know how I feel about contradictions. And that's lazy because that was him writing it. Well, thank you, Lance. I still think Ahsoka sucked. I'm kidding, man. I'm sorry, Lance. All right, thanks for joining. Oh, yeah, I don't watch the new stuff, so don't know. Um, oh. Yeah, Stig, we actually did we wrapped that up. I think we wrapped that up this summer in July. I think we wrapped up. We read through and reviewed all the Wheel of Time books. All the Wheel of Time books on Prince of the Universe with my buddy, my old roommate Steven and Bruce and I. Yeah, those are fun. It was fun going over with those guys. Steven is a huge Wheel of Time fan. He reads those, I think, every other year. I mean, he's a huge Wheel of Time fan, and he just wanted to talk to someone about Wheel of Time with. And he heard that I had the books, and then Bruce said, "Well, I want in on this." And so we did audio because I'd never done audio. I did a little bit of both. I did audio and then would read a little bit when I could, but I was pushing the girls around a lot to put them to bed, and so I just have the audio playing. I'd push them around the room or push them outside. I just listen to audio all day. No, technically speaking, Callistia was way older. She inhabited the body of one of his students. Don't ask. Don't ask. A little weird now that I think about it. They don't mix. That's my thoughts. Sorry. Thoughts on Ahsoka being able to fight and hold her own against both? See that? Oh, new canon? I don't know. Of course, Dave Filoni is in charge. Stig, are we agreeing on something else here? That's wild. Yeah, and I didn't get the graphic novel, but I did get the Dune, the Duke of Caledon, except that's a trilogy, so I'm going to wait for the other ones to come out, but I can't wait to read those. Your guess is as good as mine. What? I have no idea. Michael, come on, get out of here. All right, so got to end this. I'm so sorry, but I got so much going on right now that I got to end this and move on. But guys, thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun. If I can, when things die down, do another nightcap, I definitely will. There's a few people I owe a spot on there for the next one that I just haven't had on yet. But we will do another one. I just don't know when. Really super busy because I got like a ton of videos going on. I have not recorded any. I've got the New Jet Order reviews for I think one more week or two. Not. There's not that many books left, and then that's it. The jig is up. I gotta get on the buck on the. I gotta get on it trying to record these videos. I just haven't had time. I'm trying to record my top board games too. There's just been zero time with me in this show that I'm involved in. But after this week, things should finally calm down, and in 2 weeks it'll super calm down and I'll have time to do everything. But by then it'll be too late to be recording videos. More Civilized Age comes out tomorrow. The topic is the Star Wars Insider Legends books, the collection that we go through. The Star Wars Insider, the collected book of short stories by Titan Publishing, and then what books we'd like to see republished or what we'd like to see reprinted, we should say. And then, of course, more board game rankings every Monday through Friday. That's what I'm going to do there. And, of course, Saturday morning Santa Flange. I'm going solo this round, but I'm hoping that Benjamin will be able to join me just because it's just so busy. I may have to record another one. Well, no. Bruce is going to come in, so maybe Benjamin can come in later. But I'm going to be doing more stuff like that. I have no idea what the topics are. Bruce and I talked about the last topic, and I can't remember off the top of my head what the next Prince of the Universe is going to be on. Oh, David Prowse. He passed away recently. And there's something else that Bruce wanted to talk about too. But anyway, we're going to talk about all that and going to have a lot of fun. And I know we're going to talk about top 5 movies I've seen in theaters. And I've only seen 4, so I need to watch that 5th one. I'm going to do that. But anyway, guys, hey, have a great rest